We spend a lot of time on this channel talking about massive billion-dollar AAA giants. But today, we are stripping away the corporate interference and the massive budgets to look at pure, unfiltered art. Sometimes the most unforgettable, soul-shaking masterpieces come from small teams of passionate creators working out of a single room. The games that take massive risks because they do not have to answer to a board of investors. Today, we are breaking down the top 5 indie masterpieces you absolutely must play before you die. Let us get right into it. Welcome back to Bravo 6. Kicking off our list at number 5 is Celeste. At first glance, this just looks like a charming, retro-style pixel platformer. But what lies beneath the surface is one of the most mechanically perfect and emotionally resonant games ever created. You play as Madeline, a young woman attempting to climb a massive, deadly mountain. The platforming controls are unbelievably tight. Every jump, dash, and wall grab responds exactly how you want it to, which is crucial because this game is brutally, relentlessly difficult. But the genius of Celeste is how the gameplay perfectly mirrors the narrative. The mountain is a physical manifestation of Madeline's anxiety, self-doubt, and depression. Every time you fail, the game instantly puts you back on your feet, encouraging you to try again in a matter of milliseconds. It never feels unfair. And once you dive into the punishing B-sides and C-sides of the post-game, you will realize just how insanely deep the movement mechanics really are. With an absolutely legendary, pulse-pounding soundtrack driving you forward, making it to the summit of Celeste is one of the most rewarding experiences you will ever have with a keyboard or a controller. Moving on to number 4, we have Hades. Supergiant Games took a genre that is notoriously frustrating for many people, the roguelike, and completely revolutionized it. You play as Zagreus, the rebellious, sarcastic prince of the underworld, fighting your way through the beautifully hand-drawn layers of hell to escape your father. Here is why Hades is a true masterpiece. It makes dying actually feel rewarding. Every single time you die and get sent back to the start, the story progresses. The incredibly voiced characters react dynamically to how you died, who you spoke to, and what weapons you used. You are constantly unlocking new permanent upgrades, uncovering deep relationships with the Greek gods, and discovering game-breaking combat combos. One run, you might be dashing around dropping lightning bolts from Zeus, and the next you are deflecting attacks with Athena's shield. The action is blisteringly fast, visually stunning, and so insanely addictive that you will constantly find yourself looking at the clock at 3 in the morning saying, just one more run.
I'll have to go with the painful way.
Coming in at number 3 is a game that is completely unlike anything else on the market, Disco Elysium. If you want high-octane action and explosive shootouts, you need to look elsewhere. But if you want arguably the best, most complex writing in video game history, this is it. You wake up in a trashed, filthy hotel room with the worst hangover of your life, complete amnesia, and a murder to solve. This is a pure, unapologetic role-playing game. There is no traditional combat system. Your battles are fought entirely through dialogue trees and internal monologues. Your skills are literally the different parts of your brain, like logic, empathy, and raw physical intimidation. And they actively argue with each other inside your head as you try to solve the case. You can be a superstar cop, a corrupt fascist, or a guy who literally argues with his own necktie. It is dark, it is hilarious, it is deeply political, and it is a breathtakingly unique detective story that reacts wildly to the insane, unpredictable choices you make.
Yes, I'm going to unplug the microphone, okay?
And leave a bigger mark behind you in new quests.
You're big boy.
boys. You can handle it.
At number 2, we have a game that defines modern perfection, Hollow Knight. Made by a tiny team of just a few people at Team Cherry, this game took the Metroidvania genre and elevated it to an entirely new, almost unreachable standard. You are dropped into the vast, decaying underground kingdom of Hallownest, a beautifully hand-drawn, hauntingly atmospheric world entirely populated by bugs. The sheer scale of this game is staggering. You will easily sink 40 to 50 hours into exploring the rainy Gothic architecture of the City of Tears, the terrifying depths of deepness, and the lush fungal wastes. The combat is simple but razor-sharp, requiring perfect timing, spacing, and the right combination of charms to survive some of the most challenging and memorable boss fights of the last decade. Combined with a deeply melancholic orchestral soundtrack and cryptic lore that rivals Dark Souls in its complexity, Hollow Knight is an absolute masterclass in world-building and atmosphere. Finally, taking the number 1 spot is a game that you can truly, literally only play once. Outer Wilds. To even explain this game too deeply is to risk spoiling the absolute magic of it, but here is the basic setup. You are an alien astronaut in a tiny, handcrafted, fully simulated solar system. You get in your rickety wooden spaceship, blast off, and start exploring ancient, mysterious ruins. But after exactly 22 minutes, the sun goes supernova, the entire solar system is vaporized, and you wake up right back where you started. You are trapped in an endless time loop. There are no weapon upgrades in Outer Wilds. There is no combat. There is no leveling up. The only thing you keep between loops is your knowledge. You explore a crumbling planet to find a hidden clue, inevitably die, and then use that exact clue in the next loop to access a completely secret area on a different planet. You are slowly, methodically putting together a massive solar system-wide puzzle. When all the pieces finally click into place and you realize what you actually have to do, it delivers an emotional, philosophical impact that is entirely unmatched in the gaming medium. It is a profound, unforgettable masterpiece about curiosity, the terrifying beauty of the universe, and ultimately, letting go. Those are 5 indie masterpieces that every single gamer needs to experience. Have you played any of these? Or is there a hidden gem I completely missed that deserves a spot? Let me know down in the comments section below. Make sure to absolutely destroy that like button. And if you are new here, hit subscribe and ring the bell to stay locked in with Bravo 6 for more gaming deep dives. Until next time. Going dark.